up with an ounce of magic between us, and Emyr is a Fae healer. None of us is exactly perfect for the job. It will work, Tessa snaps, pushing past Emyr and me to force her way to the front of the group. So that's a pointless question. My charming sister. We brought her into this endeavor the same time we told Jin, once we realized we were never going to fix the problem on our own. Tonight's the first night we'll try all together. And it has to be tonight. In the morning, Briar leaves Asalin, the Fae Kingdom hidden in upstate New York, for her home in Texas. She and her mother, Najwa, are going to start tracking down their family's changeling contacts, gathering more information on the secret network of their people around the world. Changelings keep their true nature hidden, pretending to be human to avoid Fae eyes, not wanting to face the same mistreatment the witches do. But Emyr is king now, and he wants something better. With Briar and Najwa on his side, maybe we can make allies out of these creatures we didn't even know existed. Which would be fucking great, because allies are something we're desperately in need of. Briar might be leaving Asalin tomorrow, but so are the rest of us. Emyr, Tessa, Jin, and I are heading to North Carolina to follow up on a lead on the whereabouts of Derek and Clarke Pierce, the sibling duo who killed Emyr, who then escaped from Asalin and went on the run. Under normal circumstances, hunting down his own assassins would not be the king's job. But since one of Emyr's first royal decrees was to finally shut down the Guard, the corrupt Fae police force previously led by Derek, in a move that wildly pissed off most of his kingdom, and the people he trusts not to murder him, again, are basically limited to the 5 of us in the woods right now, well, we don't have a lot of options. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I am trying to get better at sounding all confident and positive about things, even when the hamster in my head is screaming and its wheel is on fire. I've learned recently that being intentionally shitty about everything is not a personality, actually, or at least not one that's fun to be around. When Emyr's knuckles graze mine again, I lace our fingers together. He squeezes, his gold energy wrapping like a cuff around my wrist, his claws digging into the fragile skin on the back of my hand. I don't pull away, even when it starts to hurt a little. We're greeted in front of the door by Boom. The hellhound sits 20 feet away from the opening, red eyes sharp and keen as he keeps watch, black hackles raised along his back. He hates this place. Which really makes me feel good, about what the hell is over there. I reach over with my free hand to scratch the top of Boom's head, nails scraping the base of his ears. You can go home, bud. You don't have to be here for this. He huffs, tilting his neck back to nip gently at my fingers, and then returns to his super important task of glaring at the door. Though I'd really rather not, I turn to look in the same direction. If you don't know what you're looking at, the door to Faery isn't much of a door. It isn't much of anything at all except a feeling. A wrongness. 2 elm trees, ancient but long dead and blackened, have grown twisted together in the middle of the woods, their branches tangling into ugly knots to form an unnatural archway. Before, when I looked at the door, I would see nothing. Not beyond it to Asalin's forest on the other side of the trees, not through it to the world of Faery inside, just nothing. It was as if my eyes couldn't or wouldn't focus on it. It was the same for all witches, while Emyr, like the rest of the Fae, could see through it to whatever desolate wasteland was on the other side. But there was nothing for me here, except the heavy feeling of something forbidden. Now it's the same, but it isn't. I still don't see Faery, not really, I don't think. But I see flashes. Sometimes there's that strange, elusive, almost staticky nothing that sets my teeth on edge. And sometimes, for the briefest moments, there is something else. Something just as difficult for my brain to process. Something so abhorrent that my eyes simply refuse to register it's there until it's gone again. I want this fucking door deadbolted. Immediately. All right, let's get to it then.